What is up, YouTube? It's Kingfisher745, and in this video we're going to continue our Marvel Strike Force series. Now let me just say, I recorded an entire episode of this and something was wrong, I think, with the video or something, so I lost it last week. And that's kind of what happened to the episode that I wanted to do. I didn't get to show everything that we accomplished, although it's not like we got too far. But we unlocked blitzes, basically. And so we were doing that. And so that's what we're going to do for today's episode. We'll just do a couple of the blitz matches and talk about what we learned, because I think that was a lot of the dialogue during the video as well. I was just kind of going over what we learned from you guys so far, what we've taken in, and how we're going to apply that. So, for one, at least I don't think that I said this in the last video, it's hard to remember whenever you lose a huge chunk like that, what you said and what you didn't. So, but first of all, I was saying that I was pleased to learn that Defenders wasn't the go-to team. All right. Instead, I'm going to go with Sinister Six and Avengers Wave 1, and that's exactly what I went with in my mobile account. All the other thing, by the way, my voice is not at full strength from school today, from classes. I probably spoke more than in a louder voice, let's say, than normal days. But anyways, we're not going to get into that. We're just going to keep playing though, like I said, and we have learned which teams to focus on. One major question I wanted to ask you guys: what in the world do you spend your power cores on? Like, what's the smart thing to purchase? I really don't know personally, so that's why I'm asking. All right. Now, like I said, we didn't get to play too much off camera. We did a little bit, and then we recorded an entire episode that didn't record, actually. So I think I just had my voice, but for some reason the video wasn't there. I know it was something I did wrong. I'm not, saying it just happened out of thin air, but that's what happened to the last episode. And some weeks I get very busy, and it's just too difficult to do multiple videos. It's mainly the rendering and the editing. Maybe if I had an upgraded computer, we might work on that at some point here. But anyways, we'll jump into the blitz battles. We're going to get those going. We also wanted to talk about the retro, the memory videos, the walking down memory lane with the best of classes for Marvel Avengers Alliance. I saw that the poll had blasters winning. So blasters seemed like it carried quite a bit of the vote. And I'm actually happy with that, because I think making the blaster video will be somewhat easy from the footage I saw. Some classes are either non-existent, or I don't know what happened to the additional footage, if there was any, like I said, because it might have been non-existent. So, for example, Generalist, I don't think I have a full video on it. I know Punisher was cool, and there's some other people that were cool at different times. I mainly just have, and I always mess up her name, but Phasia, Hussein. I know I have at least one combat with her, and she obviously was an insane character, so we'll have to see what happens when it comes to that. As far as you guys listing tacticians and everything, it took me back. I mean, I forgot how incredible Dr. Doom was for a while. I remember using Mr. Fantastic for a little bit there. Somebody actually mentioned him. And then just, of course, there's a bunch of other very popular tacticians from time to time. But, a few of those things really stood out, because I was like, I do remember Mr. Fantastic there for a little stretch. And of course, Dr. Doom, especially when he first came out, right? So, there were just so many different things in that game, and quite a few different characters either had their run or had their use, which I think also speaks to the game design. There are many games where certain characters are just awful from the jump and never ever get to see much play. And that's a shame, because if you take the time to make the character do the drawing, do the skill set, you should make them playable. That's what I would think. But yeah, it was very cool, especially seeing a nod to characters that weren't always at the top, but certainly at one time or another could have made a list, right? And that's many of the characters in the game. I definitely saw some different things about blasters and people wanting, maybe bruisers or scrappers, but that's why I put the poll up, just to make sure, to make it easier to figure out what to do next. And blasters, I think, had 50-some%. So it's definitely going to be the next class. I'm going to shoot for making that later in the week or the weekend. I don't think that should be too much of a problem this week. I should have the time to do that. So we'll look for the blasters video probably in 3 or 4 days, maybe. Also, I wanted to say this. On my second channel, remember I said I'd post comic videos over there? Well, not many people have migrated over to watch those videos. It makes me a little sad, because I do put time and effort into them. And I would like for some people to see them, at least. All right, it doesn't need to be 1 million people, but at least a few. And I do appreciate the 20-some people or whatever that saw it. Thank you very much. But what I think I'm going to do is, at least until that second channel gets a bigger following, if that even happens, I'm going to post those videos on this channel as well. They'll basically debut there. You'll get the first look there, and then, no telling when, maybe a week or 2 later, whenever there's a break between videos, I'll post them on this channel. And maybe a few others that would be interested or want to check it out, may check it out. And maybe new viewers would get that recommended more from this channel, because it's just a bigger channel. I don't know how it works, but that's what we're going to do. All right. The other thing is, in the future, when there are like borderline videos of which channel should I put it on, I'm going to debut it on the second channel probably, to try to promote it. So, for example, the big game room tour video, game room / comic room, collectibles, all that. I think I'm going to post that on my second channel first. So if you are subscribed over there, you'll get to see it maybe, a few days before this channel or something like that. It's very close to being ready. Finally, I'm just going to end up putting my comics away when it comes time for that, for the time being. I haven't made a lot of progress during the sorting and the cataloging, but we're up to the letter N. I don't know what I was on last time, but we are only to N right now. I just finished New Mutants and New Avengers, moving on to New Warriors as we speak. So that's where we lie with that. Like I said, the room tour is not going to hinge on that being done. I'll just push those up into their respective holders, into the little cubicle type thing there, get them out of the way, get the tables folded up, and go ahead and do that room tour. I don't know if the ceiling is going to be painted. See, I had to do a little bit of rough work on the ceiling and putting up a new light. And that's one thing that I've been waiting on, is just trying to match the paint. And it's taken forever. So, I mean, maybe we'll try not to focus on some of the sections that aren't great. The attic here has had a lot of work. So things aren't all smooth or uniform when it comes to walls and ceilings, but I make do with what I have. So we'll see. Maybe in the future, when we find our forever house, I'll be able to have a more elaborate and nicer setup overall. But for now, it is what it is, and I'm still very happy with what I have. I would not complain at all for a second. So, anyways, I'm excited, honestly, about that video, and I don't know how much longer I can wait. So, we might be doing it without the ceiling being painted there, just for one. All right. So, anyways, that's a lot of different news. I just realized that my microphone is not even close to me, so hopefully it's been picking up my voice. It's just another problem with another video here. Typically I have the mic really close. Once again, I have gloves from just doing comics. It's another thing that happens in my videos here. But anyways, let's hope you can hear me. Alright. So let's go ahead and just wheel this around here. Alright, so I'm sure that the voice levels are going to be going up now. I'll probably have to adjust the volume on it. And it's just really been a hectic week, or 2 weeks or so. And I'm just forgetting everything, so I apologize for that. But anyways, we're over 10 minutes. We've gotten a few battles down. We're going to claim some rewards. This is my team currently. Nothing special, nothing out of the ordinary. We got Punisher, Luke Cage, Elektra, the Medic, and Spidey. We're trying to work on, like I said, the Sinister Six. And if we can get some more Wave 1 Avengers, getting Hulk will be a help, for example. But, yeah, we're just going to continue leveling these guys. See if we can play a little more off-camera and get that going. So, at least we got an update. We got a new episode just giving you at least a little gameplay, a little information. I do want to thank you all for watching. Sorry about my voice being strained. But I appreciate it. And until next time, good luck and take care.